Hello, everybody at home. I hope that you are doing well. We are continuing the same type of strategies that we have been working with in the last few days. And it's been kind of a noisy morning in class today. So you're probably going to hear some of your classmates get in trouble. Might even get their first minors handed out today because we're having problems controlling our talking. Hopefully that will come to an end really fast. But anyway, getting back to what we're talking about. We are still working with multiplication strategies. And yesterday's I can statement was that you were doing strategies for finding the factors. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. It doesn't want to come off. The problem with remote learning, you can't see everything in the classroom. So yesterday you were working with strategies to multiply 4 and 6. Today we're working with strategies to multiply 8 and 9. We're going to do some practice first though. The class also has these in their cubbies. They will be getting them eventually, but I'm going to do some demonstration first. First of all, we have to define what an array is, just in case we've forgotten. So can someone tell me what an array is? Reese.
It's a square rectangle that has little squares inside of it.
Okay, a square or rectangle that's full of little squares inside of it. Okay, David, do you have more to add?
I was going to say something. Whenever there's nothing under the thing, it starts to get dark pink. And
Okay.
When there's something under there, it starts to get white again.
Yep, it does. Okay, Kiona.
They have to be equal.
Okay, the sides, the opposite sides have to be equal. Yes.
It makes multiplication.
It helps us with multiplication. So if I draw this array, okay, how many rows do I have going down? Giving people a chance to think. Trevor.
4.
I have 4 rows going down. How many columns do I have going across? People are counting. They have a long ways to look across the room here. Anna, you're close. From here to here is how many? Okay, 5 plus 1. Yep, so 5 plus 3 is?
8.
Yeah, because Anna's quite a ways back in the room. So we have 8 going across. Yesterday we learned a multiplication strategy where we break 4 apart because we know half of 4 is 2 and we have a double. So here's a double. We have a 2 times 8. What is 2 times 8? David?
16.
Okay, now we have another double. Another double of 2 times 8. And that is what, Reese? 16. Now we need to add these together because we can add doubles together. So 16 plus 16 is what? Adrian? I put him on the spot. Want me to come back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Phoenix?
32.
32. So 16 plus 16 is 32. Because we can break 4 into 2 equal groups, it's like a double and a double. We call 4s, multiplying by 4s, a double. When we multiply by 6s, we think about 6s as half of a 10 plus a set. So I'm going to go to this one. Oh, we're going to go make this one pretty big. Okay, those of you who are watching me make this, how many rows do I have going down? A lot of people are counting. Akaya, 6. How many columns do I have going across? Call somebody closer to the front. That's harder to read. Adrian, 9. Does anybody see this line running through the middle here?
Yes.
Yes.
That tells us how many are on this side of the line and how many are on that side of the line. How many are along here above this line? Trevor.
6.
Oh, that's all of them. Let's go above the line. 5. And then how many are below that line? 1. There we go. We know 5 plus 1 is 6. So here we have this array, which is 5 times 9. If we don't know 5 times 9, we can count on our fingers. We can do the nines trick. But 5 times 9 is a fairly easy multiplication fact. What is 5 times 9, everybody? 45. Now I have one more set, one more group of 9. So we have 45 plus that one more set. Oh, you can't see that, sorry. Gives you how much? Kiona?
54.
54. So when we think about multiplying by 6, there's that nasty 6 times 8 one. So if we think of 5 times 8 and 1 times 8, we can figure it out more easily. And actually, we can't say that 6 times 7 is a problem anymore, because what is 6 times 7, everybody?
42.
42. How many of you think, we even had hands go in the air because we're learning okay, so let's see how well we do. You guys play along at home. Okay, 6 times 7 is?
42.
7 times 6 is?
42.
42 divided by 6.
7.
42 divided by 7.
6.
7 times 8.
56.
Oh my goodness, they knew it right away. 56. Okay, 7 times 8 is? 56. 8 times 7. 56 divided by 7.
6.
8. 8. Okay, I finally caught him. Okay, 56 divided by 8. 7. Okay, so we're working on our 7 times 8 equals 56 this week. Okay, so moving on, we are going to work with strategies for 8 and for 9. Here is our 8. And when we look at this, I had asked you earlier to define what this is. And different people told me this is an array. Okay, we have 8 and 4. What can we call those? Phoenix. They are factors. Okay, and we can also call them a factor pair because the two of them are working together to make this product. So thinking about this, when I think about multiplying by 8, I know I can count, or I can do my doubles trick with it. Because if I have this group of doubles, we have 2 times 4, then I can make another double. And then I can double this again. And 8 becomes a double, double, double. So I want you to think about this as we draw it on our number line. Because first we have 2 times 4. Then we have 4 times 4. Then we have 8 times 4. So we make our jump. We start at 1. And 2 times 4 is 8. So if we double that to make 4 times 4, that is what? 16. And if we double that again, 4 doubled is 8, and that takes us to 32. So next year, you think that we're making these silly names up for this year, but you have to do them again for next year. Because every year, the 5th grade teachers come to the 4th grade teachers and say, didn't you teach the double and the double double and the double double double? And I say, we most certainly did. And then I pull out our math journal to prove it. So they don't ask me anymore because they already know we do this. So when we're working with this, we can think of the ratio table and automatically thinking about one group of 4 doubles to 2 groups of 4, which is 8. So here's our first double. And now we double it again. So if I double 2 to 4, I double 8 to what? 8, 16. Now I'm going to double 4 again. 4 doubles to what? 16 doubles to what?
32.
Okay, I have 1 or 2 people helping us out on here. I think everybody else tuned out already. It's a tough morning today. It's a tough crowd. Okay. Some people might look at this and might want to just divide it down the middle like this. Some of you might see this 5 group. Look at this 5 group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. What's 5 times 4? Yes, ma'am. 20. Our 5 facts. They're so easy. Now I have a group of 3 times 4. What is 3 times 4? 12. That's another easier one. And we can add 20 plus 12. So for those of you who don't know all of your facts, this is going to be helpful actually in division when you can start dividing these out and finding the chunks you know. And then you can figure out how big it is. This does work very well. And then the 9s. It doesn't want to focus, but there it comes. Some of you already use this strategy because you've said it in class, where 9 is so close to 10 that you think about the 10 times the number, and then you subtract a set. So here we're talking 9 groups of 6, so we're counting by 6s. We can think of this. I'm going to take a highlighter so it's lighter. What would 10 times 6 equal? Oh, hands went up a lot faster. 10 times 6 is what, everybody?
60.
Okay, so people thought 10 times 6 equals 60. Now we have to cross off this last set. And how many is in that set? That's the hard part. We had 10, and then we had 9, and then we had this 1. And how many are crossed here? Adrian? 6. So our sets are 6. We have groups of 6. So we're crossing off one of the groups of 6. So we're doing 60 minus 6. And what does that equal? Yes, Will? 54. Some of you maybe would rather use find the groups of 5 times 6. And then we have a group of 4 times 6, if you'd rather break it up that way. Can you see that? So what is 6 times 5, everyone?
20.
Oh, try again. 30. 6 times 4. Yes, Luke?
24.
24. 6 times 4 is a handy number to know. We use it a lot. And then some people might want to just divide this in half. So we have a 3 and a group of 3, and we still have groups of 9. So what's 3 times 9? 27, I heard people say, and then we have another 27. So we could do 27 plus 27. And some people would rather work with groups of 2. Nothing wrong with working with groups of 2. So we have a 2 times 9 and a 2 times 9 and a 2 times 9. So we have to add 18 3 times. That doesn't sound as much fun though, adding the 8s. So these are just strategies to use. For some of you, they will make sense. For some of you, these are very confusing and you don't want to use them. You need to use what works for you. Why I show you this is it does actually start coming into use when we begin area model multiplication. And that is not very far away. So we learn how when we have an array, this whole thing, we can divide it into easier sections to multiply it out. And that is the basis for when we start doing multi-digit multiplication. I'll try to remember you or remind you of that when we get that far. Okay, before we can get into our next game, we need to go to this page because this page has empty numbers on it. Notice the empty numbers that are on it. The double-double, the half 10 plus 1, or in other words, times 6. The double-double-double, and the 10s minus 1, or in other words, 9. So those are the ones we need to get out right now, please. This is your math journal. Your math notebook. We call it your math journal. That's what the series calls it. Those of you at home, I hope you're taking the time to get your math journal out and find this page. Okay, if you can hear me, clap once. Yeah, if you can hear me, clap twice. Okay, you gotta need to be open to this page unless you want to recopy everything down. Well, where did you glue it? Did you put it in this notebook? You didn't put it on your next open page. Look at it. I know. Look at all these empty pages you have. You have to learn what the next open page means. Okay, double doubles. What does it mean if we're doing a double double? Oh, double double double? No, just double double. Adrian's gonna try. Okay, well, one of the, okay, yes? It's doubling a double. It is. So when we, that's right, to multiply by 4, I just abbreviated that and I put the T and then or 2 and then the multiply sign and then 4. Double that number. Remember we use that hashtag to abbreviate. Then double again. So now we're going to do an example. Let's think of 2 times 9 plus 2 times 9 equals 36. Can't really see that because that's purple by purple, but 2 times 9 plus 2 times 9. You gotta get out of Anna's way. Okay, remember that when we put these parentheses around them, this is our first thought. Here's our second thought. Parentheses organize our thoughts. And then when it's joined by a plus sign, then we know that we're going to have a third thought. Okay, to keep it so you can see. Who thinks they can remember from yesterday how to describe a half tens plus 1? We didn't have time to do the 4s and the 6s yesterday because we had such a short math class. So how can anyone remember how to describe that? Okay, I kind of thought so because this one's hard to describe. So multiply by 5 and add a set. Now, where people don't understand is what is the set? So our example is going to be let's see, 6 times what? Let's use a little bit larger number. 6. How about 6 times 7? Because that's what we're working on. 6 times 7. So
139.
no. So 5 times 7 plus 1 times 7. See, here's our 7. There's our 7. Here's the 7 again. There's a 7. 5 plus 1 equals 6. This is how we are distributing the 6. The distributive property means that we take one number, we break it into parts, and then multiply it with the remaining numbers 2 different times or 3 different times. Who can remember the double, double, double? Kiona. Okay. Adrian. Double. The number. Double it again. Double. Oh, I have double spelled wrong. There we go. Double again. I don't have room to write anything for that one. So it's like when we did 2 times 9 plus 2 times 9 plus 4 times 9. 2 times 9, which is 18, plus 2 times 9, which is 18 again, plus 4 times 9, which is 36. So it's doubling means it's doubled, means times 2, double, double times 4, double, double, double times 8. And then the last one, who thinks they can tell us how to do that one? A half 10, or it's a 10 minus 1 set. I'll show you the picture. Remember, it's like we thought about it as a 10, and then we took off the yellow strip. We took off that set. So we multiply by 10 and minus a set. So we did, what was our number on here? We did 10 times 6. So remember on this one, because we're multiplying 10 groups of 6, there's 6 in our group. We have to take one of those groups away. And there's a reason why I need you to think about how this works. You have all of these little numbers here. Do you see? Times 10, times 9, times 8, times 6. There's no secret trick for multiplying by 7. Sorry, people. There just is no secret trick for it. It's one of those things you have to memorize. Because we're going to learn a game. Again. No games. No. Because when you play this game, look what's on the bottom. Double doubles. What's double doubles? Times 4. What's half tens? What's half a 10? What's half a 10? 5. What's a half a 10 plus 1? What's half of 10? 5 plus 1 set is 6. Double, double, double. 8. A tens minus a 1 set. 9. So basically, they're just letting you know what the names of those kind of strategies are, whether you use them or not. Today, when I pass out paper clips, I'm going to ask you to keep your paper clip clipped inside of your math folder. So what I mean by that, I just grabbed Trevor's math folder. And inside of here, when he's done using his paper clip, he's going to keep his clip here. So that way, anytime he needs a spinner for a game, he has one. Then I don't have to pass them out. Then we don't have to quarantine them. And then those of you who turn them into little works of art, well, then you won't have another one, and you'll have to figure out what you're going to do about it. So this game gets very frustrating. Oh, Luke is all ready to play this frustrating game. You should hear how excited he is. Okay, so with this game, we're multiplying this set of facts with this set of facts, and then we have to fill out the bottom. And the first person to fill all 5 boxes wins. You'll find out because we're going to play. And if you're the first person to go and you get all 5 boxes filled and you've only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns, your partner does get to have another turn. So to play this game, oh, okay, it's going to be me, Mrs. Redis, versus the class. Although we had quite a game when we did the boys versus the girls. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, the girls won. Okay, here we go. So I have a 9. And a 4. Uh-oh. Now I have to decide. I can only write 4 times 9 or 9 times 4 once. Do I want to put it here? Or do I want to put it there? So I'm just going to put it right here. 4 times 9 equals 36, because I know my math facts most of the time. Well, adults should know their math facts. So should 4th graders. Okay. Class, you have a 4 and an 8. Where do you want to put yours? The 4s or the 8s? Adrian, you're the birthday boy. You can make a pick. 4s or 8s? I couldn't hear you. 4s. 4 times 8 equals what? Oh, I know my math facts. Do you know yours? Okay, what is it, Reese? 32. Okay, so now it's my turn again. I have a 5. And I have a 6. I can decide where I want to put it. So I'm going to put 5 times 6 right here. I know my math back, so that was fast. Okay, class, this is what your turn now. You have a 5 and a 5. Looks like you don't have a lot of choice. 5 times 5 is what, everybody? 25. I have an 8. I have a 9. Ooh, where do I want to put it? The 8 or the 9? Let's do the 9. 9 times 8 equals, oh, my favorite number, 72.
No.
Okay. So, class, you have an 8 and you have an 8. I don't think you have much of a choice. Another square number. Not 62. You're close, though. 64. Okay. We're not having much of a battle on this one, are we? I have a 4. Uh-oh. And a 4. I have to put it here. Uh-oh. Yes, Reese did say I was going to roll that. Yes, sir.
I'm not feeling like a challenge today.
You what?
I'm not feeling like a challenge today.
Okay. Okay, here's the 9 and the 9.
81.
Okay, so you guys need to get something with a 6 in it. I need to get something with a 6 or an 8 in it. I have a 5. Uh-oh, this isn't looking good for me. Doesn't. Okay, so 9. It still doesn't matter. Am I going to put it here or am I going to put it there? 9 times 5 equals, what is 9 times 5, everybody?
45.
I would like you to watch. Okay, so what are you guys hoping that I spin for you? Yes. No 6s. No 6s. Haha, you guys got a 9. No 6s. Okay, so let's see. Safira, you are class helper. So, Safira, where are you going to put your 6? What did you guys spin again? A 9 and an 8. Do you want it under here or do you want it under here? Oh, Safira doesn't care. Let's see. Math people. Where's my math? Trevor, where are we going to put it? Under the 8s or under the 9s?
Under the 9.
Okay, so 9 times 8. Ooh, that's my favorite number. What is that? 72. Okay, so maybe I can catch you guys now.
No. Don't get done.
A 4.
4.
Oh, it's a 6. It's a 6.
I know the teacher's going.
And a 9. 6 times 9.
She wins.
6 times 9 equals 54. Okay, you guys got to get a spin of 6 in order to win.
Yes. Get a 6. Get a 6.
Oh, I got a 4. Okay, you guys need a 6.
6. No.
Okay, what is 4 times 8? 32. Okay, so now we have to ask, who's our other math person? Millie, where are we putting it? Under the 4s or under the 8s?
4.
Okay. Is that where you're keeping your 4 times 8s? Okay. Okay, so now I got to spin an 8. If I spin an 8, I win. Oh, that didn't count. Oh. Oh, that didn't work very well. Okay. Do you understand how to play this game? Does anybody have any questions on it? At first, it starts out slow, and then all of a sudden, you're battling. So those of you at home, this is what we're working on. We do need to do a workbook page, so we're going to pause you for now, and we'll come back in about 20 minutes to do that workbook page. Hi there. Once again, we are running out of time in class. There just never is enough time in the day. So I'm going to quickly explain to you what you're going to be doing in your workbook. Please notice that in your workbook, you have directions number 1 and number 2 that are telling you to do 2 different things. In this workbook, it's asking you to look at our 6 facts in red and our 4 facts in blue. So go through, complete these, circle them. On the bottom, then you're going to choose one of the facts from up here. You're going to write it here, and then you're going to color the array. You're then going to work on page 25. This is the multiplication wheel like what you played yesterday, where you're simply multiplying, for example, 7 times 2 equals 14, and you're going to complete your wheel. Then just like in the game, you need to explain your thinking. For number 3, I want you to complete the missing factors or the missing product. Number 4, I want you to figure out if 39 is prime or composite. Remember, a prime number is a number that has only one array when you have all the little blocks to make it. Composite has more than one array. We will give you, we probably won't go through our thinking on this. What we will do then is just simply send you pictures of the completed work. So have a good day. We'll talk to you again.